5. If the positive 5 is taken over, it becomes a negative 5. So 6x is smaller than or equal to 42. Divide by 6 on both sides to get x is smaller than or equal to 7. Number B, we have 4 is larger than or equal to y plus 3 over 3. First of all, you need to get away the fraction, so you will multiply by 3 on both sides. What you do on the one side, you must do on the other. So 12 is more than or equal to y plus 3. Like terms to the same side, 12 minus 3, if the positive is taken over, it becomes a negative. That's equal, more than or equal to y. So 9 is more than or equal to y. That's number 1. Then we can go to number 2a, where we have the double inequalities again. 3 is larger than or equal to 3p is less than 12. Two inequalities. 1, 2, first identify them and then you solve them. And we can calculate p by dividing on both sides as 1. And then the other inequality, divide by 3 on both sides to get p is less than 4. And then we write this into one inequality. 1 is less than or equal to p is less than 4. Number 2b, we've got 24 is less than 8. X minus 1 in brackets is less than or equal to 48. Again, two inequalities. Remember, the brackets goes together with the one in front. So we are left with 24 is less than 8x minus 1. Multiply out your brackets. So 24 is less than 8x minus 8. Taking your like terms to one side, 24 plus 8, the negative 8 becomes a positive, is less than 8x. So we are left with 32 is less than 8x. Divide by 8 on both sides and you get 4 is less than x. Then we can go to the next inequality. 8x minus 1 is less than or equal to 48. First, multiply out your brackets. So 8x minus 8 is less than or equal to 48. Take your like terms to one side. 8x is less than or equal to 48 plus 8. The negative 8 becomes a positive. So 8x is less than or equal to 56 and x is less than or equal to 7. Putting this into one inequality, you will be left with 4 is less than x is less than or equal to 7. Then we can go to number 3. I already draw my graph, but let's just look at number A, where you need to express the three conditions. A breeder of dogs has X dogs and Y bitches. She has fewer than 4 dogs and more than 2 bitches. She has enough room for a maximum of 8 animals in total. So your equations, your dogs plus your bitches can be less than or equal to 8. So the maximum is 8. Then she has at least 4 dogs. She has fewer than 4 dogs. So she has less than 4 dogs. And she has more than 2 bitches. There we have our inequalities. So you can, for number B, you can draw your graph. This is question number B. That one was number A. I've got bitches on this side, dogs on this side. So let us look at our graph. x plus y is less than or equal to 8. So here is my 8. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, and 8. So what happens is you have x and y is less than or equal to 8. So you cannot have more than 8 dogs. So this line is the x plus y is less than or equal to 8. Then x is less than 4. So here is my x, here's 4. So this one is x is less than 4. And then we have y is more than 2, which is y is on this side. So there is 2, and we are left with y is more than 2. It says draw an appropriate pair of axes, leave unshaded the region which satisfy all the inequalities. So x and y, x and plus y cannot be more than 8, which means it is this part. It cannot be more than 8. Then we have x is less than 4. So it cannot be more than 4, which is this part. And then we are left with y is more than 2, so it will not be less than 2. So that's your unwanted region. And you are left with your wanted region. I'm just showing to you which part. There is your wanted region. And then for number C, you state 2 possible combination of dogs and bitches which she can have. So you can have different combinations. I'm going to write mine down for you, but you can have your own answer. For X, I've got 3. For Y, I've got 4. There's my one combination. My other combination is 1 bitch and 6 dogs. So that depends on your graph, and obviously your answer can be anywhere in that range. Then we can go to number 4. Again, I already drawn my graph, but let us look at that. Antonio is employed. He is employed for a maximum of 40 hours. So C plus E, the cars and the electrical goods, is less than or equal to 40, which means he cannot have more than 40 hours. He must spend at least 16 hours mending cars. So 16 hours at least is larger than or equal to 16. So he can only spend 16 hours, at least 16 hours. He must spend at least 5 hours repairing electrical goods. So E should be more than or equal to 5, at least. And then he must spend more than twice as much time mending cars as repairing electrical goods. So C must be more than twice E, electrical goods. And then these graphs we can draw on our axis. So for number B, I've got electrical goods and I've got cars. My axis is 10, 20, 30, and 40. On this side as well, 10, 20, 30, and 40. Obviously, you can have other axes. So the first one, C plus E is less than or equal to 40. So he cannot work more than 40 hours on any one of these. So that is your C plus E is less than or equal to 40 line. Then we have C is more than or equal to 16. So C is more than or equal to 16. That's the line. Then we have E is more than or equal to 5. Here is 5. So E is this line. So this one is E is more than or equal to 5. There we have that one. And then C should be or is more than twice E. So when E is 10, then C will be 20. So this one is C is more than 2E. And there you have your graph. Then we need to shade the unwanted regions. So C plus E is less than 40, which means it cannot be more than 40. So it is this part. It cannot be more than 40. Then C is more than or equal to 16. So more than is to that side. So it cannot be this part because C cannot be less than 16. Then we have E is more than or equal to 5. More than is to that side. So it cannot be this part. This is unwanted. And then the last one, C is more than, oh, I still need one line. So we still need one line here. This one needs to go from 0. So there we have the other line of that one. So when one is 40, the other one can only be 20. So that is this C is more than 2E. And then we need to shade our unwanted regions. Again, C is more than 2E. So that will be this part. Which means for the wanted region, we are left with this little part here in the center. And then you need to, for C again, you need to give two possible combinations which satisfy the above conditions. Again, mine, I'm going to write mine down for you, even though you can have something else. I've got C20, which means E needs to be half of that because of this one. So that's 10, and you can have C as 24, and half, E should be half of that, and it will be 12. Just take note, grade 12s, that when you give these answers, they need to satisfy all your inequalities. So 20 is still in my range, 10 is in my range, 24 somewhere here in my range, 12 somewhere there still in my range. So just go back to your inequalities and see that they are less than 40, C must be more than 16, E must be more than 5, and C must be twice the amount of E. And you can see that they all satisfy your inequalities. To that part, you will satisfy all your inequalities that you have written at the
Insurance doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. It doesn't have to be a hassle or put a dent in your budget. The right insurer will get you financially prepared for accidents or emergencies with insurance for your phone, car, buildings, or your business. Let the good deal Namibia help you stretch your dollar by directing you to the one insurer that promises decreased premiums the longer you're insured. For a quote, simply SMS INSURE to 555 and we will call you back.
We always love to hear from you. Send us your views, comments, and videos with your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081-200-6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV, it just gets better.
Breaking news! Africa's new streaming platform is here. On tv2africa.com you can stream movies, live sporting events, radio and One Africa TV. The best part? There are no subscription, installation or license fees.
What? I can stream my favorite One Africa TV shows for free?
Yes, you heard right. Only standard data charges apply. Download the TV2 Africa app or visit tv2africa.com now and stream away. T's and C's apply.
Attached is a question on mensuration that I want you to do, and then pause the video, do the worksheet, and then you can continue the video and you can mark your work. Number 1 says find the perimeter of the following figure. So we need to find the perimeter. When we find the perimeter, we just add all the sides together. So 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6, and then we need this side as well. But how do we get this side? We will have 2, 5 and 2, so 2 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 9. So to calculate the perimeter, add all these together with the 9, and the perimeter of this figure is 36. They do not give us a centimeter or whether this is in millimeters, so 36 is sufficient. Use the figure next to this question and calculate the perimeter for A and for B the area. So let's calculate the perimeter. Remember, it is this figure. We will have to make this a triangle, and then we can calculate the triangle and the rectangle for A and for B. So the perimeter, I'm going to squeeze this in here, will be 7 plus 20 plus 25. That's all the numbers that we have here. And then we need to find this side to get the perimeter, so we will add that as well. This will be the square root of 18 squared plus 20 squared. All in your square root. Where do we get 18? 25 minus this part of 7. And your perimeter will equal 78.91. That is your perimeter. Calculating your area, we will take the area of the rectangle, which will be 7 times 20 to get the area of the rectangle, and the area of our triangle will be a half times 18 times 20. 18 again is 25 minus 7, which is that part. And your area will be 320. These two, 7 times 20, you will add to half times 18 times 20. Number 3, calculate the area of the shaded area in the following figure. First of all, we need to get this side. 9 plus 5 is 14. So just get the total area of the entire box. That will be 5 times 14. Then we will subtract this part which is not shaded. This is a quarter of a circle. So we will minus a quarter times pi times radius squared. And your radius is 5. There we have it. So this side will also be 5. And this will give us an answer of 50.37. Number 4, calculate the total surface area of the following cuboid. So the total surface area, we will have 2 sides of each. So we will multiply each one with 2. 2, and we will get the first one, 2 times 4. Plus, we will have 2 sides of 4 and 4. This is this larger part. So 4 times 4. Plus, we will have 2 sides of, this will now be this one, 4 and 2. So this again will be 4 times 2. And we will be left with a total surface area of 64 centimeters squared. Remember, they give you units, centimeters, so your answer needs to be in unit. Last one, number 5, we need to calculate the volume of the following figure. So the volume, can you see this is only if we have an entire circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is just a quarter. So we will have a quarter multiplied by pi times radius squared times 21, which is the height, or in this case, if you look at it from this side, the length. And we are left with a volume of 71.27 centimeters cubed. Again, they give you units, centimeters, so your answer needs to have units as well.
Right now, kicking and scoring the hits. No, tundi vindi vindi novu haro mbili mbili kushuna kuvuso ndikirikiki. Hey yes I'm so there's no man who can yatula. Yes I'm so there's no man who can swalela. Okundivona ndikirikiki kushuna kuvuso ndikirikiki no rulimi mbili mbili kuwamba hawambulingilingi.
Okay, with my niggas when we starting now. It's so cold all the time, but you know you be down. Get you black on, now my mind young. I'm sorry if I did it and you never like it. My God is a blessing, here we gonna make it far. Why you hitting on us? You can never be lost. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. If I had a feelings, oh, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
We'll take him to the martyr, tie him up by each of their hands. Come on, sons and daughters, we'll laugh at all their hideous plans. Lately I've not walked the hills round J Park, baby. Lately I've not taken pills, no chase down lady. But am I lost? Break my soul, my heart, my will to ensure safety. But can you tame these winds of change that kill my